This is a HeadGum podcast.
Hello and welcome to Perfect Person, the show where I'm perfect and you're, of course, a person.
Hello.
I'm living in 2000 and late, actually. 3000 and late, because I am breathing in that good Sarah, breathing in that purified air. I've got Nary 1, Nary 2, 3 Trace air purifiers in our home, and I'm breathing in the air that's so crystal clean that it couldn't be even cleaner. So that's actually nice, because unfortunately around Los Angeles, the air is bad and there are fires and they are blowing smoke, not only up my ass, but in my mouth. So I've sort of been purifying the air in the home that we live in.
Never thought about that.
What's that?
The air that goes in your mouth, does it also go in your butt?
Presumably,
All holes.
all holes lead to Mordor. I'm joined by my lovely wife, Sarah Bonsignore. Sarah, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure to have you here.
No.
That's right.
My pleasure.
That's right.
Yeah, the fires have been scary.
They have been scary, yeah.
It's wild. We woke up and we were like, whoa, we got to get out of here.
I was like, the air quality is quite literally, you know how normally it's 25? It's 350. We should go to get the fuck out of here.
We got the car and you guys, we packed all our stuff in Trader Joe bags and then we booked a last minute hotel in Palm Springs with points.
We were like, use your credit card points.
And I was like, here's a laundry basket of clothes. We should have taken our time packing, maybe.
It was so scary though.
It was just
at the
like,
time.
I was like, let's just go.
The like sky looked like hell. It was like, oh, we've got to leave.
Ash falling everywhere.
It was like, we have to leave yesterday.
Yeah.
It was so scary. But thankfully we're okay. Our home is okay. Our lovely son is okay. Everything's okay. But anyway, Sarah, you're on the show today not only to give advice, not only to answer the callers' questions, but also to give them a little life update, as it were.
I'm pregnant.
Yay! We thought it'd be funny to have a second kid, so we're sort of...
It's so funny.
We're sort of going for it in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I just... I'm getting older. The doctor was like, okay, a lot of people have lots of eggs. They were like, your eggs are low, right?
Yeah.
So
Me at the farmer's market be like.
Yeah. He was like, I would do it now. And I was like, all right, let's just knock it out.
Well, as you said in our vows, or as I said in our vows, I said, I'm ready to have an improv team full of children with you. But we're having another kid.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It's really exciting.
I'm doing summer.
Yeah, doing the summer.
It's exciting.
Summer babe.
It's weird.
It's a little insane. I mean, obviously,
I'm having a good pregnancy too.
Yeah, seemingly. Right. Do you want to talk about your funny doctor?
Oh, Dr. Wu.
Dr. Wu.
Okay.
Dr. Wu is
Dr. Wu.
Dr. Wu is really funny. He's a hilarious character. You've been getting acupuncture, which I think is one of the things that seems to have helped this time make you not so vomit.
And I did it to get pregnant too, because it says like it helps with like fertility and things like that. And so you go to Dr. Wu. He's really intense. It's like it's not like a really lovely environment. You know, there's not like lights and there's not like music playing. Because I've gone to acupuncture and they're like, oh wow, you go in and it's like he's a Chinese medicine doctor. You know, like you go in and it's a patient room and it's fluorescent lighting and you sit there and he puts like buzz things to your fucking forehead.
What does he do to your forehead?
You didn't know this?
What is it? I
don't know, but I was buzzed the whole time. Now that I'm pregnant.
What is he putting on you?
Miles, I don't know, but I'm getting buzzed. Like it's like bzzz while
that can't be safe. It's like fucking Clockwork Orange. You're like, he's like electrocuting you.
You didn't know that?
He's giving you shock therapy to get pregnant.
He also put a crystal on my
no fucking way.
My vaginal area, a giant crystal.
He put a crystal up your vagina.
No, not up it. Not up it. That's my other doctor.
That's so funny.
No, he puts this giant crystal and I was getting buzzed and I was like, probably not doing anything, but hey, you never know.
Yeah. He came and he tells you stories sometimes where he's like, a woman came in, she was legally declared dead, pregnant in 2 months.
Yeah, he literally is like, she's been trying for 9 years. She already has gone through menopause, pregnant 1 month with me. I'm like, all right, Dr.
This
Wu.
guy's got some sort of weird magic. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's, who knows? I did get pregnant. My pregnancy has been great.
Yeah.
Acupuncture has had real studies that it works.
Acupuncture's great.
Some of the stuff, not sure.
Yeah. The crystal on your...
maybe not. But, you know, what are you going to do? Dr. Wu, what are you going to woo?
What are you going to woo? How do you feel about having another child, like bringing another one into the...
I feel like an athlete.
You are an athlete, by the way.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, let's like fucking do it. Like,
yeah, right.
Like, let's just if we are so lucky that we can get pregnant, it's like really hard thing to do. And so I'm just like, okay, you know, let's do it. And luckily this pregnancy has been much easier. And some pregnancies are not. I have a friend who like puked every single day and it was like horrific.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's so horrible.
I'm trying to stay active, but I don't know. I'm excited to make our house an improv team.
I know. I mean,
we want chaos and loud.
It's definitely, we're sort of people that like chaos. We like loud. I think a lot of people have one child and they're sort of like, yeah, this is so insane. I don't know why anyone would have a second one.
And it is.
And we also felt that way. Then we decided it'd be funny if we had a second one.
Yeah. Look, do I think it's the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life? 100%.
100%.
But I'm sick and I said, let's do it. I mean, I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm totally scared. Sure. I'm like, it's not like been the easiest for me. I'm not like, it's just, I loved breastfeeding and everything was wonderful. I mean, if anyone knows like my journey, it wasn't great in the beginning.
Oh no, it's crazy.
You know, it's like really hard. But again, I was like, I have this dream of like have like a crazy family.
And also it's like we can see when the baby's first born, it's so slug-like and you're like, how could this ever be fun? It's so weird and like alien. And now we have like I went to the balloon museum the other day with Julian and it was so funny. He was like standing and whirling balloons, like having the time of his life. And he's like saying things and he's like talking in like little sentences. And it's like, oh my God, like this guy exists because we went through the sort of very strange nether times of having a little newborn.
Yeah, it's very strange. And you know, maybe this will be different. Who knows? We had like a scary birth, so maybe this birth won't be scary.
I know. Yeah, they know exactly right.
Crossed.
Fingers crossed.
But
with Dr. Wu's, help.
I asked him, how is there any way to get a girl? You know, I was just figured there's crystals.
Sure,
maybe he has some method.
Or maybe he's got some ideas.
He said, "Be bossy." I was like,
that's really funny.
That can't be right.
He said, "You have to be bossy."
I have to be bossy, and I was like, "But Dr. Wu, I'm always bossy." It's not gonna help. It didn't help last time. No,
That's really
he's wild, guys. He's a wild guy that who knows with Dr. Wu.
Yeah, it is crazy. Like I feel like in a lot of ways we're speedrunning life. Like everything kind of, we get married, we go.
You are going through something.
Yeah.
Let's get Miles to watch Game of Thrones again.
That was on the cold open.
No, he said,
we didn't even talk about that on here.
Yes, you're just getting through. Is everything speed going at me?
No, it's crazy. I mean, I feel like
I'm older than you. It's right on time for me.
That's right.
Fast for you.
I'll be 32 and have. I'll be 31. Sorry,
that's a normal age to have a kid.
Yeah, for Jesus.
I mean, at 32, I was in no place to have a child. But.
Yeah, that's right. I know. That's about when I knew you. About right when we met.
No, I was 30 when I met you.
You were. But I'm so excited to, it'll be really fun.
I'm very excited.
I think it'll be so
crazy.
fun. And Julian will be a great older brother. Like, that'll be great.
Yeah, and he's very cute.
Well, one of the funny things about parenthood that I do feel like is kind of crazy is like it requires an immense level of sacrifice. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we must have talked about this before, but it's sort of like sacrifice is the best word for it because like you can sacrifice lots of things for a reward. You can sacrifice your time and effort for like, something really incredible that you've been working on for a long time. You sacrifice like, I sacrificed my health because I was studying so hard and then I passed the exam and I got my doctorate, whatever it is. And to me, it's like, you sacrifice certain things, sleep being a huge one of those things.
Yes,
but the reward is you've created this little person.
You've created life, which is so crazy.
Life, which is like so exciting and so cool.
It's weird.
And, and then because of that sacrifice, like you get to reap the benefit of being like, we played trains and it's like so fun,
Also like, okay,
which is still hilarious. And by the way, if you haven't played trains in a while, get out there, guys. Trains are back, and they're better than ever.
I let Miles play trains.
I've been playing trains so much, and we're playing with the like baby trains. I want to get Julian the real trains. The ones that go around the track, Sarah.
No, that's
the model trains, baby.
No, please don't.
Oh, I'm going to be basement dad, tinkering with my trains for a long time to come.
If it makes you happy, I mean,
I think it'd be fun.
I think about this, like, because I don't have like a religion or something, and sometimes you can be like, like
you're not down with JC.
No, I just what? Shut up. Like
you hear that, guys?
Stop. Okay, what I'm trying to say is you can often be like, what's the fucking point of life? Like, sure. Jesus Christ, we're just going to die. Like, this sucks, and my religion can be helpful. Like, stop it. You can be really helpful. You could be like, oh, there's no point. Why am I here? Da, da, da. But I think about this in reverse. Okay. You ready? You ready for me to Out of all the sperm.
Oh, yeah, this is crazy.
Out of all the eggs.
Yeah, sure.
Billions, you guys.
Billions. Literally billions.
Okay. Like every time a guy makes sperm, sometimes it's like, just like, it's like millions and millions every time they ejaculate.
That's
every
right.
time. Okay. Your eggs, you only have a certain amount, but there's still lots of eggs. Okay.
Theoretically, one man could repopulate the planet.
Yeah.
With just a couple strokes.
But so out of all of those billions and billions and billions, every single person out of everywhere, you were born.
Incredible.
You were born.
No, it's pretty crazy.
Like we made it. We made it to the other side. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We're here. Is this so optimistic you want to blow your brains out?
No, I love it. I love it.
Oh my gosh. God, we're here, guys. We're living and we're here.
By the way, so optimistic you want to blow your brains out? No, absolutely not. I think that optimism is back and it's better than ever.
Oh, good.
I'm tired of people being nihilistic, pessimistic, being like, everything's shit. Actually, you know what? Sometimes things are good. Bacon, egg, and cheese, baby.
Yeah, especially a good thing to say on the day of inauguration.
By the way, that was not ideal. That sucked ass.
I'm being optimistic. I still find myself like, well, maybe in the end, like I have to have that
something
little, like,
really catastrophic about it. But yeah, I think it's
cool.
Really
we're
exciting.
Here, and then we get to like, do a podcast, listen to a podcast. Like, I don't know. That's my annoying statement for the day. And if I said it before, again, sorry.
What your annoying statement? What was your annoying statement?
About the sperms and the eggs and the billions of possibilities and the fact that we're here is a miracle.
It's incredible. It's literally, when I think about it, it's the same thing that gives me a headache as like when I think about how expansive the universe is. When I think about how it's like, it's millions of sperm and then all of a sudden billions. I mean, I said this before, but when you have to test that, when you go and then you have to hand over your little cup after what I have done in the weird little testing room with the saran wrap on the chair. Oh, it's humiliating, Sarah. You go in there and you're like, this is all so bizarre. They're like, it's right in there, sir. The room where you're going to jerk off by yourself so we can test your sperm. And by the way, I was like, I left it in the window. And he's like, well, let me go check. He goes in, grabs it. He's holding it in front of me, moving it around, looking at it. And I'm like,
his name is Mike.
His name is Mike.
We didn't end up using IVF, but there is a fertility clinic we went to and to check things out. And there is a sperm guy, Mike, that when you're in the waiting room, just this one guy named Mike would come out and just like bring you in. And you're like, I know what he's doing.
That's right.
Everyone knew. We actually have a friend that didn't know where to go. He just did it in the bathroom, the public restroom at the fertility clinic.
And they were like, what the fuck
where did you do it? He's like, the room is over there. And he's like, what? I just did it in the bathroom. I thought this was the place.
So fucking funny. He's like, what? People are waiting in the line for the bathroom. I'm like, Jesus, this guy is taking a while.
He's
all of it is humiliating.
There's no manuals in here. There's nothing.
Yeah, Jesus.
Manuals.
That's what I look at. I look at the manual to our 2007 Prius.
I'm sorry. I forgot the word for porn.
Hey, you know what gets me off? Manuals.
Hey, everyone has their kick. I just revealed yours. I just got a Whirlpool dishwasher. I went out with a guy once and his job was to write manuals.
Really didn't know where that one was going based on the topics that we were already discussing. Went out with a guy once and his kink. But yeah, we're having another baby. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be exciting.
I'm excited.
I'm psyched. And hopefully everything goes okay. But we're growing our family and we'll have 2 kids. But Sarah, we didn't even come on the show today to talk about how our family is growing and how that's actually fun, funky, and cool.
Okay.
We came on the show today to give stunning advice to people that are out there and they're struggling, actually, Sarah.
Okay. Hey, I struggle every day.
And before we even give that advice, what makes you perfect to be on the show today to give that advice?
I am perfect because I am pregnant.
Baby on board? Mm-hmm. More like baby is bored. Make sure that your kid is using imaginative play.
I try to give it stories every night. No, because it's really crazy to make something. Like, I'll say this. I'm not crafty. I don't do crafts. I wish I was a crafty woman. Yeah. I wish when I have craft friends, I go to craft night when my friends do it. I'll do it.
We'll go to a friend's house that's done something bespoke or crafty, and you look at me and you go, bet you thought I was that type of woman, huh? We went to
because your mom is so good at crafts.
We had made a friend's house. They had made little signs for the cheeses at a party or something, and you go, wow, you're really missing out on that type of woman, huh?
Well, I want to be that type of woman. I want to be able to knit and stuff, but I don't have the patience for it, and I get annoyed. But if I go to a crafty event, I'll just eat all the food and talk to people while they make crafts. But it's like a work personality. It's like a personality hire for craft night, you know?
Yeah, you're the personality hire for craft night.
Yeah. So for most things. And so I wish I did, your mom's so great with that stuff.
Yeah, she
and
is good, yeah.
I literally am I have this idea, and then she does it and for me because I'm like, wow, I didn't.
Oh yeah, she made an owl costume.
Yeah, she made an owl. I was like, oh great, we had this dollhouse. She put literally put perfect wallpaper in the doors of the. I was like, that was my idea. I'm an idea generator. Yeah. I'm not really a craft doer, but
Who needs AI?
But I have made a baby.
That's right,
and that's crafty.
You're a baby generator.
I'm a baby generator. That's the ultimate craft. So
misogyny alert.
Sorry, I called you a baby generator.
It is a baby generator. Yeah, that seems like a Trump.
It seemed like something he said. While he took, he was like, "Let's get the baby generators." Anyway,
it does sound like the world that our world might turn into, and we have remember in The Gift. That book when we were in middle school, we read.
Yes,
and they had the breeders.
Ugh, The Giver.
Yeah, The Giver.
The Gift. What's that book? The Gift. You sort of sometimes you have colloquialisms of a 90-year-old.
Sorry. Whatever.
Harry Potter's in the Stone?
Sorry, I don't know. I get it almost. Does it almost count? You get the idea of it.
Harry Potter and the Church of Secrets.
Shut up. Gift and Giver are pretty close.
I know, it's just such a funny. Oh, it's almost. It's right there.
Yeah, it's right there would be on my epitaph on my gravestone. Almost there.
Chronicles of Narnia.
Shut up.
But Sarah, before we get to, we have to do a very quick, very speed round to calibrate your advice before we get to the callers.
Okay, got it.
Obviously everyone knows you're perfect, but we have to make sure we're on the same page before we tackle these people.
Okay.
Perfect popcorn style.
Lots and lots of salt and lots of butter. I like it simple.
Oh, perfect celebrity.
Ooh,
it's speed, Sarah.
Jason Segel.
Jason Segel. Ooh, love Jason Segel.
It's just because it's my crush.
That's your dream crush. I think you got pretty close. Perfect style. Pasta style.
Oh, bow tie. No.
You mean farfalle?
Is that the proper word? I'm humiliated.
It's in original Italian. Farfalle.
Original Italian. Bow tie.
Bow tie.
No, bucatini.
Oh, bucatini.
That's like that thick spaghetti.
Oh, yeah. It's spaghetti, but it has a hole in it.
Yeah.
It's rigatoni, but tiny and together.
Yeah.
Perfect non-dairy milk.
Oh, because it's sweet. I like it.
Oh, it is a little sweet. Perfect thing to say after a one-night stand.
As you're leaving?
Yeah. It's oh, that was great. And you say one more thing and then you leave.
Okay. Maybe I'll see you again.
Whoa. I was going to say, call me. Leave.
Yeah. Well, you got to say, maybe I'll see you again. And leave your number.
Leave your number? But it's a one-night stand. I guess you don't know if it's a one-night stand or
you don't. Every stand is a one-night stand.
Until it's a two-night stand. Perfect place to nap.
The sofa.
Perfect salad dressing.
Ooh, okay. I have a lot of feelings about this.
Yeah, that's big.
I like classic balsamic, sure. But I truly like a real good Greek. And I've been trying to craft the perfect Greek salad, but not your nice salad. Not when you go to a nice restaurant.
Not fancy,
if they give you a Greek salad, I'm like, no. I want diner Greek. You don't understand. I want iceberg lettuce.
Yeah.
I want the cucumbers, the feta, the bad feta, the tomatoes, the peppers, the purple onions, and then the heavy dressing of the Greek.
Oh,
the diner Greek dressing.
I love a Greek salad.
Me too. And it's got to be big.
Oh, big salad.
I want it tonight.
Well, a big salad. Isn't that Seinfeld thing?
Yeah.
Gotta get the big salad. You get the big salad. Perfect cheese.
Oh, God, these questions.
What?
I think Parmesan.
Parmesan. I feel like that's an untraditional cheese because it's a topping cheese. I mean, look, don't get me wrong.
I just feel like it's perfect because you can kind of put it in everything.
I love a Parmesan.
Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I'll go with aged cheddar.
I was going to say cheddar, I think, is cheddar is the butter of cheese.
No, aged cheddar. I could chomp on that all day. And you can't just chomp on Parmesan.
Well, I've tried it.
No, I've tried it too.
Let me be honest. I've tried it.
I've taken that block out.
You get a fresh parm from the thing and you're like, actually, it's a little moist. Let me just go ahead and have a taste. A little block of parm. I mean, my parents were always having parm in the home.
Yeah.
And I would get parm, and I wouldn't get pre-shredded because I think pre-shredded parm is
we grew up in a pre-shredded. I know. I think we grew up in the green bottle where it's where it's just like basically powder.
Oh, yeah. We had them when I was really little.
No, you definitely didn't.
My parents were such hippies that
they wouldn't. They would have like real Parmesan.
No, my parents would be like, you can wear the sweater from 19 years ago, but we're going to get a nice block of parm.
Yeah, there is no nice parm in our house.
They're like, we're never eating out, but we will have nice parm.
I'm going back with the aged cheddar. Sorry.
And finally,
I made a mistake.
Perfect character shoes that you've worn in your life.
Character shoes?
Like shoes that are sort of dazzle.
Ooh, a loafer with a heel.
A loafer with a heel. Do you remember where you were when you wore it?
When I lived in Venice, I went to this outlet store and I got these really expensive Miu Miu shoes that had they were a loafer with a heel with a big bow on them. This is like 2012. And I love a loafer. I love like a schoolgirl look, but I think it killed. I wish I still had them, but I just ran them into the ground.
A loafer with a heel. The heel wore down until they were just shoes?
No, I just all shoes. Like I've gone to the cobbler many times because I just destroy shoes.
You going to is that an option for me? Am I supposed to go to the cobbler?
You've never been to the cobbler?
What does he look like? Is he like a little elf?
No, he's a little shoe guy. I mean, he's not little.
He's little. So he is little.
No, he's not little.
So he is an elf.
He does. He's maybe often little, but he doesn't have to be little.
To me, a cobbler is something that exists in fairy tales. But is there a cobbler?
No.
There's a guy that's a cobbler?
Like, if you guys have shoes and you're like, oh crap, I don't want to throw these out, but the sole is getting loose or whatever.
Really?
Just go to the cobbler. They'll replace the sole. They'll spiff them up. It's not like sneakers, but like with fancy shoes.
If I brought these shoes to the cobbler and I said, sir, there's a hole in my shoes.
He would say, throw those out.
Really?
They're sneakers. He's dealing with leather. He's dealing with proper shoes.
Or Nikes. They can't do a little dalliance on my Nikes.
I mean, maybe.
He probably could. I mean, he's a cobbler.
Bring him to the cobbler.
I thought a cobbler was specifically a fairy tale thing.
No.
There's
where do you
real
think
cobblers?
People brought their shoes to get fixed?
Well, no, I know that it existed in olden times, but I didn't think today,
where do you think people now got their shoes? You didn't think they fixed their shoes?
I guess if I'm looking at it's in a mall, there's so you're saying there's a Brookstone, there's a Target, and then there's a little weird shack, and he goes, hello, come in with your shoes. And he's coming in the back and he's doing it with
he's not at a mall. He's usually at some weird like a jewelry fixer, like a weird.
But he is weird.
It's small. Usually it is small.
It's small and weird. And it's in a slender alley.
Yeah. It's like a small hardware store, but for shoes.
This is what I like from you. I like that you have some sort of weird guy that's doing your shoes.
You always have to have a weird guy or woman. I have never met a woman cobbler, but I'm sure they exist.
All aboard!
Sarah, we have got to get to the calls, but before we do, we have to let people know that if they like the show, then they should rate and subscribe it on every single platform, or follow us on Instagram on the Perfect Person Pod account if they want to call into the show to get advice that will change their life. And if they love the show, then they can consider joining us on Patreon, where they can get ad-free extended versions of every single episode, including this one, where we waxed all about our wild and wacky and weird weekend on the cold open, as well as bonus episodes every single Friday where I call back people from the show. I put the live episodes all up on there, which are so fun, by the way. I think that there's probably 7 or so on there right now where we bring live people up on stage and we counsel them properly, and lots more. So if you like more, you want the show and you want more, go to Patreon and join the growing community over there. But until then, Sarah, it's time to answer the call.
Ready.
Man, if you've lost your hair, it doesn't mean you can't find it again. Try Hims Hair Loss Solutions and you'll be joining hundreds of thousands of subscribers who found their hair again, including me. I take finasteride from Hims every single day before I go to bed. As part of my routine a couple years ago, I noticed my hairline was actually walking it back. And I can say from my experience, finasteride and using Hims has meant that my hairline has held the line, and then the hairs that are right there that were moving back have become stronger than ever. Hims provides you with convenient and quality access to a range of hair loss treatments that work, all from the comfort of your couch. Hims makes treating hair loss simple with doctor-trusted options and clinically proven ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil that can help regrow your hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. No insurance is needed, and one low price covers everything from treatments to ongoing care. Hims has hundreds of thousands of trusted subscribers, and they can help you get your confidence back too with visibly thicker and fuller hair. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/perfectperson. That's HIMS.com/perfectperson for your personalized hair loss treatment options. HIMS.com/perfectperson. Results vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Today's episode is brought to you by Alma. Throughout my life, I have used therapy to help get myself through ruts, to help myself refocus on the things that are important, and to get over massive experiences with grief. I highly recommend that everybody try therapy because I think it's a really valuable tool, and I have found it to be extremely helpful for the problems that I have dealt with. One of the ways that you can easily access quality care through therapy is with Alma. Alma has a diverse nationwide network of over 20,000 therapists. The directory helps people find therapists that take their insurance and meet their specific needs with filters like gender, race, therapeutic approach, and more. People who use Alma to find a therapist to accept their insurance save an average of 77% on the cost of sessions. Alma is different from the quick, cheap solutions that match you with whoever's available. With Alma, you can have a free 15-minute consultation with as many providers as you need to find a therapist who's right for you. I've test-driven therapists at my own expense, and this is such a valuable and helpful tool to help find the person that's going to really be able to help you with your problems. And it's free to test drive one of these therapists in a 15-minute session, so I highly recommend that you try it. Better with people, better with Alma. Visit helloalma.com/perfect to get started and schedule a free consultation today. That's helloalma.com/perfect.
Hi, Miles. My boss thinks I was watching porn at work, and I literally was not. And even though I told him that, every time I look into his eyes, it's very clear that he sees me as a person who is watching porn at work. What do I do? What do I SOS?
Wow.
I gotta hear how.
Okay, so I've obviously a famous caller of the show, Glorbin. I ruined her life because she played what was porn at work, audio style, and I feel that I fumbled that interaction so bad that I simply have to advise this person correctly on what the right thing to do was if your boss thinks you're watching porn at work.
I'm gonna let you lead this one.
Yeah, you've never done this?
Watched porn at work?
Yeah.
Have you?
No, ew. What?
Well, hey, don't be so judgmental.
I wasn't trying to be.
Hello?
Hello. You called Perfect Person and I'm here to call you back because you were watching porn at work and you were caught. And I need to help prove your innocence. I'm here with my lovely wife, Sarah Bonsignore, who's pregnant, by the way.
God, Sarah,
we just told everyone.
Oh my God, congrats.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to need to give you a fake name coming from Sarah.
Sure. Kleenex.
Kleenex. Wonderful.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
it was on my mind.
Ew.
I wasn't even thinking that.
Wow.
It was subconscious.
Ew. But Kleenex. Kleenex, why don't you tell us what's going on and what type of job you work?
What do you think is the worst job for your boss to think that you were watching porn at work? Because that's the job I have.
Do you work with kids?
Yes, I'm a teacher.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So what happened?
Before winter break, I was like, the day before I went back to school, I was like, I need to watch an old season of RuPaul's Drag Race, naturally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't access it on the streaming service that I usually access it because too many people were on it. So I had to go through other methods. And I went to my trusty old friend Put Locker. From back in the day.
Yeah. Put Locker is like basically a site. Put Locker is like a site where you can stream TV shows, but there's a ton of ads on the sides.
Oh.
So I was like, I wonder if Put Locker is still working. I really need to watch season 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race. And so I went to Put Locker. Everything was fine. Everything was great. No issues there. I went to school the next day, prepped for work. I work at a high school. My students came in, whatever, we're teaching, and I got a text from the tech person that said I had to shut off your Wi-Fi access.
What?
Because of some like pop-ups, like some suspicious activity, basically.
Oh no.
He was basically like, I took away your Wi-Fi privileges. I'm in the middle before my 4th period class. Okay.
Because you're a deviant. They had to take away.
Did your heart drop?
Yeah. What?
Yeah. I was confused. I was like, what do you mean? I'm not doing anything I shouldn't be doing.
You were framed for watching porn at work.
Oh, no.
It wasn't you.
I said, what could be the reason for this? On my school issued Chromebook, no less.
By the way, you were watching pirated movies at your job.
No, I wasn't watching it at job. It was at school. It was at home the day before.
Oh.
But it was just the computer.
No.
Oh.
And then I just closed my computer, went to bed, woke up the next morning.
Opened your computer at work.
Opened my computer at work.
Oh, that's what
and
it was.
did my work.
Right.
Well, I'm not. Yes. Okay. Miles, don't, please.
This is what I thought.
So then,
me too. I thought it was like you were prepping for this next school day and you were like, I'm bored.
No, I thought you were like, okay, writing the kids' names on name tags and like watching RuPaul.
No. No, I was doing the job I was paid to be doing. Okay. So I get this text. I'm like, that's crazy. What possible suspicious activity could he be talking about? I go to my history. It's like XXX tube, like a million of them.
What?
I never saw anything. While I was watching Drag Race, never saw a single thing. I realized I have pop-ups blocked, Miles. Miles and Sarah, pop-ups are blocked.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Unless you don't have, you have pop-ups blocked unless you're insane, by the way, in the modern day and era, of course.
Could not agree more. I look at the history, I'm like freaking out, whatever. I text the other tech person, because now I'm nervous about this. We have 2 tech people. Nervous about this first guy, okay?
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's on my side. I go to the woman. I'm like, she's safer. This is going to be better. I say, can you give her a fake name, please?
Well, you're Kleenex. Tech guy number 1 is
Lotion.
Ocean.
And
Lotion. And tech lady number 2 is pizza.
Okay, okay. Pizza is like picture like the sweetest, but also like most pure and kind of like nerdy woman you've ever met in your life.
Oh.
Okay. She's pure. She's pure of heart. So she comes into my classroom.
I see.
She comes into my classroom between my classes.
Yeah.
And I say, pizza, I don't know what's happening.
Oh.
Listen, I was trying to watch Drag Race and I think something's up. She minimizes the screen that I've been using all day. All of a sudden, 2 people having sex on my screen. She slams.
Oh my God!
Slams the computer shut.
No!
Oh my God! No!
Oh my God! No!
But I feel like if anything, this proves I didn't know it was there.
Yeah, because you would be so insane.
Unless you wanted her to see.
I mean, how is the penis?
Was it, 2 people having sex in like a pop-up behind? By the way, it's literally
like a pop-up ad.
It's literally like you peel away the thin facade and it's right behind is the seedy underbelly of your life. Your lesson plan is
my
like.
God, what did she say after it? So she shut it. What did she say?
She slammed my computer shut, horrified.
Oh my
and I
God.
kind of look in her eyes and I can tell there's like a glimmer of trust there. She believes me now.
Glimmer. Okay.
Okay. She was horrified, but she believes me.
Yeah.
So whatever. I close it out. I explain to her what happened. She's like, okay. She restores my Wi-Fi privileges. So I'm kind of on.
Yeah, she's an ally.
I'm on edge, but I'm okay. Okay. Yeah. My boss shows up. Vice principal shows up.
Oh no.
Oh.
During lunchtime.
Oh no.
And he pulls me into the hallway
Oh, God.
And I say, hello, sir. Obviously, so nice to see you today. What could you possibly be here for?
Oh, no.
And he goes, in his eyes, he thinks I've done something wrong. I say, listen, Mr. Vice Principal, I swear to God, I was just trying to watch season 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh my God.
I swear. And he kind of rolls his eyes and he's like, yeah, okay.
Oh! So he's like, yeah, he knows.
He's like, well, I watch porn every night. So
he's like, sure. You sure you weren't trying to watch busty waitresses?
Was he trying to be funny?
I know. I don't think so. And in a school, you probably know this. Vice principal is like who you go to when you're in trouble.
Yeah, no, vice principals are scary, 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 scary.
So I try to explain to him what happened. My best. And he basically just like, kind of like, is like, haha, okay, don't do it again. But like in his eyes, every time I look at him, I can tell.
Oh my God. I mean, look, I got to be honest, you have a thin case here because a lot of people do probably watch porn on their home computer that they brought home, you know.
So it would be crazy to watch porn on a district issued device.
Yeah, no.
Well, incognito mode, you'd probably be fine, right?
If people are, I can't. That's not happening, I don't think.
But a lot of people, it's like, a lot of people, their work computer is their only computer, right?
What about their phone? Or people might watch porn on their phone?
And also like the risk of like any email with a kid, like your job's on the line. Like it's just like
it's too high risk.
It would be too, I think you couldn't,
especially
you couldn't get horny if you're too nervous.
Yeah, I guess if you worked at like a consulting firm, it's different because it's like, oh yeah, we're just, it's like, yeah, like that is a good point. It's
unless
school.
Anxiety was your kink.
Yeah.
Like I think
I do think, I think working in a school, you're like the most paranoid people in the world.
Yeah, of course.
My kink is anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm so nervous. I'm hard.
Wait, that's so funny.
They're like, usually it's the opposite.
That's like on the movie poster. He's so nervous, he's hard. And it's like, wait, does that mean he's so nervous that he's hard? Or he's so nervous and he's hard? That's so funny. Okay, got it. So your vice principal is like, for sure you're watching porn at work. And do you think this had repercussions?
No, not at work.
Not at work.
Just at
home.
The computer.
At home, but not at home also.
Yeah, okay. That is, I'll say that it's surprising to me that you didn't see, because to me, well, I guess you weren't intentionally watching it, but I'm like, yeah, to have it right behind the window like that is so crazy. To have it be like,
I never saw it.
Because they were popping up and just populating behind.
I mean, you should see my windows on my computer. I have about 40 tabs open. I would never see it. It's full of porn.
No, you have too many windows and too many tabs, and it gives me anxiety. And my kink is not anxiety. But I think
he looks at all my tabs and he's like, I'll see you in the bedroom.
I'll see you in the bedroom.
Ooh.
Yeah. Whoa, your desktop is like so much files on it.
She's so crazy.
There's so many files on your desktop. They're just like populating over the hard drive a bunch, like that weird thing it does.
Oh, it's so slow.
Yeah, it's so slow.
I don't know what you're going to do. I think you just have to let time beat it out.
Time,
no pun intended.
I think you got to go to your vice principal and say, look, if I was watching porn, you'd know about it. And then sashay out of there.
Wait, what?
No, he's being crazy.
No, I'm being insane.
I can do the sachet, I think, but I don't think I can even look him in the eyes again.
Honestly, my advice is this. Putlocker, don't use Putlocker. What you need to do.
Okay, that's fair.
Don't use Putlocker. Putlocker is a totally sketchy website, which, by the way, Putlocker is like the least of your concerns. To me, I wouldn't put my regular IP address on Putlocker if I didn't want my computer to have a bunch of weird like file, like malware on my computer. Like those sites are bad. However, I do remember when I worked at Sennheiser, the headphone store, that we had like this sick surround sound setup that was like really expensive that they would showcase in the showroom. One of the managers got fired because he would go back there after the store was closed, torrent movies on like pirate movies on the company computer and then watch them in the surround sound theater. And
that's honestly kind of sick.
I know, great idea.
But they were like, obviously you can't pirate movies. We're at a store. Like, this is so dumb.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Honestly, I think they're ruining the fun.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Thought. Yeah, because you couldn't, I think you just have to let time happen because it would be weird almost to bring it up again. You're like bringing it back to his attention.
And I'm like, hey, Yeah.
You're like, hey.
You don't think I should like show him how Put Locker works?
Yeah,
I like do it in front of him.
Hey, remember when you thought I had porn on my computer? Let me bring it up again.
Right.
Actually, I don't. Let me go back to it.
Okay, first of all,
what if I showed him?
Yeah, I actually do have advice that will fix your problem. And it's this.
Okay, that's what I called for.
Okay. RuPaul's Drag Race is available on Hulu, Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Video, and YouTube TV. If you have a subscription to straight up any of those, especially Paramount Plus, you're going to be able to watch it absolutely no problem. Go on Hulu, by the way. Get a free trial with a new email address and watch RuPaul.
Miles, the thing is, I have a subscription to all of those.
What are you doing?
I forgot about the other ones. I thought it was only on Paramount Plus, and my Paramount Plus, I've given my password to too many people, and too many people were watching it.
Oh, you got to kick them off. You can't look.
Change the password.
I agree with password sharing, but you can't share. We have a bunch of people with all of our account things, and I'm like, who the hell is watching this stuff?
I like it. I feel comforted.
Nice. Yeah,
I'm
nice.
like, oh, you're watching that show?
I know. I kind of like when I see my friends' profiles pop up.
Me too.
But I think you're right. I do need to change it. I think you're right.
Change your password because then you're just you have to be able to use it.
No, you're completely correct.
For your vice principal, I mean, who cares? They're a drip. You know what I mean? And
I've always said that.
To me, also, the vice principal is the least of your concerns. To me, it's the tech lady that you may want to bring
pizza?
her. You may want to bring pizza like a muffin. Because I think just be like, hey, thanks for dealing with my issue the other day. That was so embarrassing, whatever. Because I think pizza's a real one, and I think pizza's going to help you in the long run. You know what I mean?
And
so it's like I'm sorry I accidentally made you watch porn muffin.
Yeah, it's the slam shut. She slammed it shut.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
I will say
that was crazy.
Yeah, that's
Swedish
wild.
people are pretty open sexually. There's just porn on regular cable there.
Is that true?
Well, when I went to Sweden in 1997.
Where did this come from? Were we talking about Swedish people?
She's
not
Swedish.
Oh, she's Swedish. That's right.
Oh, no, wait, what? She's not Swedish?
I made that up. I swear to God.
I might have said sweetest.
She's the sweetest person.
With like a double E.
I was like, what the hell are you talking about? She's the Swedish. She's this lovely Swedish woman.
Said Swedish. I was imagining this Swedish woman going, yeah, okay.
Okay.
No, super American.
No. Your computer?
Okay, that changes things. I was like, they're pretty open about sex. I was like, she shouldn't be scared at all. She's Swedish.
You're like, yeah, the Swedish, classic
they're
trope.
Horny. They're
the
horny
trope of the Swedish tech, you know.
I was like, wonder what her story is. She came to the US. She's working at a school.
she immigrated here. She got really good with computers.
She married a guy from the States. She wants to go back, but she can't.
I'm loving this whole backstory.
Yes.
Yeah, that's incredible. Our advice is use Paramount Plus and kick your friends off of it. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you, Kleenex.
I really appreciate it. And best of luck at your school. He'll
be fine. He'll forget it. That vice principal jacks off every single night.
Yeah, literally, he's a vice principal. Right. Of course he jacks off. What's that meme? It's like, we're vice principals. Of course we watch porn on our work computer.
All right. Thank you so much. And congratulations again.
Thank
bye.
you. Okay,
thank you very much. I'll see you there. Bye. Wow. That would be traumatizing if that happened to me. I'd be like, I would never be able to.
No, my anxiety would be so high forever.
I'd be like, I promise that wasn't me. I really don't know.
I think I would be. I told her not to do this because I think I would do this, and I would go back and I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. I just want to reiterate. And then he would, he would be like, Hey, Sarah.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I don't
want to. Uncomfortable.
Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable. Can we drop this? Like, let's just just close the door on that and like move on. And I would spiral more, but I would be like, I have to know. You just got to move on.
No, that's
horrible. But it totally is understandable.
That I would
it's
always.
It's happened to us all.
Oh God, that's so mortifying. I feel like you got to close when Well, first of all, I would never do this because I feel like when I turn off my computer, I'm like, okay, and close tab, empty free screen, close the thing. Like almost no matter what I'm doing.
You psycho.
Not with my desktop computer, but with my laptop.
Yeah, obviously, I only have a laptop.
Well, yeah, but I've got my laptop. I've got this guy. I've got one.
You got.
I have too many computers. I have all my computers. Me, computers and trains. I love trains. I'm telling you, I was maybe saying that at the cold open, but I want to get a model train set. Anyway,
this is the first you're talking about it, and
See this room we're in, Sarah, the studio? The podcast will be no more. It'll just be the model train set.
No.
I'll be like, Sarah, I redesigned the studio.
The train guy.
Oh, come on. You're going to love it.
No.
It's going to be so fun.
You can't be the train
It goes through all the...
You're going to be buying little train
picture
pieces.
a train that just went all through the studio.
You're going to want a village for Christmas.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
A little train village.
Yeah.
And you're telling me I'm having a nervous breakdown.
Hey guys, I'm calling in because my husband recently I think is going through something and he's into trains.
Yeah, I mean, first
our son has outgrown them, but
he's still into them. First it was mechanical keyboards and then trains. Okay, Sarah, we've got to give someone else more help.
Hey Miles, I'm calling because I am pretty sure my pet sitter is eating my Ben & Jerry's ice cream. And I need to figure out a way to booby trap her. Call me back. Bye.
Put a loaded gun in the freezer.
By the way, she's 100% eating it.
If you think that someone is eating ice cream, I mean, although to be fair though, sometimes I've been like, looks like Sarah really snacked down on my ice cream and it was me. And you've been like, I didn't have any ice cream.
By the way,
that was me yesterday. I guess I took an edible and I had a bunch of ice cream.
Am I the asshole here? I've pet said a lot. I thought you could eat ice cream.
No, wait, sorry. I think that it depends on the type of pet sitting.
I always thought you were open to the...
You sort of, when people go, and feel free to welcome yourself to anything in the fridge, you always thought that was assumed.
Okay. Yeah. You're in their home. You're open to their fridge.
You are the mouse in Give a Mouse a Cookie.
I mean, like, don't...
You let me walk my dog. You get to eat their ice cream.
I mean, like, don't double dip, but...
Double dip?
Like, use your spoon in it again.
Oh, you want them to use the scoop and serve it and then leave the dirty scoop in the sink?
You wash your dish. But I think you're open to the ice cream.
I've definitely gone in on a treat.
Yeah.
But it has to be a specific type of treat. Ice cream is tricky because it doesn't spoil. So it's like... If they're gone for a week, it's like the ice cream. They're like, feel free to have anything in the fridge. We're gone. And ice cream is tricky because it keeps.
I have an aggressive advice for her.
Okay, let's call her back. You have an aggressive advice. Punch your pet sitter in the face.
No.
That's my aggressive piece of advice. Punch her in the head. See how far that gets her.
Hello.
Hello. You called Perfect Person. I'm here to call you back. I'm here with my lovely wife, Sarah Bonsignore.
No way.
Hi.
Hello. And
hello.
Before we even get to your problem, we're having a second baby. Okay,
hey.
Sarah's pregnant.
Oh my
God. But we're gonna need a fake name for you. Coming right from Sarah. Sarah, what's the fake name for this person?
Puppy.
Puppy. Okay, Puppy. What is literally good? And are you in a coffee shop right now?
Am I in a coffee shop? No, I'm at work, actually.
Oh, nice. What kind of job do you work?
I'm a manager at a restaurant.
Oh, fun.
Very cool. Okay, sick. Now, why don't you tell us about your suspicions with your pet sitter?
It's actually a coworker to that pet sit for me. Yeah, which makes it a little more of a wrinkle. She's a host. So she's like a little teenager host.
Oh, she's definitely eating it.
I let her... stay the night. I put I'll put a drink in the fridge. I tell her she can help herself to whatever she wants. But every time I come back, she'll leave. It's a pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, and she'll leave me a couple bites in there. And so and I don't do that. I plan it out. I'm putting that up in the trunk.
That's such a high school kid move.
That she's going to town. She's like, oh, well, she said I could have anything. I mean, this is interesting.
This is just when you're in high school. You're it's like your first roommate. You don't know you can't do that.
Wait, she's
like, I don't want to finish it. So she couldn't help herself. She couldn't stop eating.
Killed it.
I mean, I've been her. I've been her.
So she's a host, and how old is she, and how old are you?
She is 18, and I am 26.
Okay, right. So
I think you just hide the ice cream with frozen peas all around it.
That's funny. Put peas in it.
Just keep it really hidden.
What's your least favorite flavor? And then get that. She'll still eat it.
Ooh,
no,
yeah.
I think you have two options here. I think you literally just have to hide it because she's going to eat it if it's there.
Yeah.
She has an ice cream problem, and I've had one, so I know how it goes.
But you
got to hide it, and then she'll get the hint, kind of, too.
Why is she staying over, though?
That's what you do with a dog.
Do you?
Yeah. I have a pretty anxious dog,
so
it makes me feel more comfortable just to have her say that I have a dog and two cats.
So it just makes it easy.
I always would sleep over. And we had a dog sitter. They would sleep over too, Miles.
No, I know. I guess it's a house sitter. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess the dog doesn't have to be long.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you talked to her about it at all?
No, I'm like, I just don't know how do I go about that? Being like, so
no, you can't.
Are you eating?
No,
yeah, like what do I do?
No, she's too
and
fragile.
She's 18 too.
Yeah.
You know what I would say?
Yeah, little baby.
Okay, here's what I would do. This is is it passive aggressive to get a mini pint for her? Leave her in there and then Ziploc the big pint and go saving this for birthday. Like as if you're saving it for a special occasion.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
So she might think you're really weird, but
yeah, she might think you're weird. But I'm like, she's got to have a little something.
You could have like tape over it and be like,
yeah,
you could do like a crazy office thing with do not touch, but you could also get a little mini Ben & Jerry's and be like, by the way, what's her name? What do you think we should name her, Miles?
Oh, Petunia.
By the way, Petunia, I got you a little mini Ben & Jerry's last time. I thought it'd be fun.
Yeah, I noticed you ate all of my ice cream.
No, you can't say that.
So
she'll be embarrassed.
Mini.
She will be embarrassed, but it is like, it could be hers. But I think you either hide it.
You put a little note, and when you take out the Ben & Jerry's lid, the note is right there, and it says, "Hey Petunia, try not to finish this." So she's like all excited for I'm going to steal a little ice cream. Oh, and it's just
my God, can you imagine?
That would be so funny.
I think I got fired from a babysitting job because they had a camera and they saw me eating their ice cream.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, that's hilarious.
I was just out of a spoon though.
Wait, what?
I was like 19 and I just ate a spoon out of it.
Oh,
it's gross.
Sarah, that is
Sorry,
gross.
I'm admitting it now.
That's something I do with our home.
It was a long time ago. I'm really embarrassed. I'm sorry I did it.
Wow. I mean, you were 19 again.
They didn't call me back is all I'm saying. And I think it's because I ate their ice cream.
They must have lost your number. Yeah. And by the way, do you like this person as a pet sitter? Like, did you like them generally?
Yeah, she's great with my animals. She's great at work too. She's a good little host, but like, it's just this one thing,
Yeah.
No, that sucks. Can I ask what Ben & Jerry flavors you get?
Really important question.
Oh, that is super important. It's peanut butter half baked.
Oh, I love peanut butter half baked. Sarah's not a peanut butter ice cream type of person, but that's why sometimes when I go to the ice cream store and I get ice cream, sometimes I will get a scoop of peanut butter because I know that she won't eat that one, but she'll snack on the other ones.
I'm a Cherry Garcia.
Oh, Cherry Garcia.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
I like Chunky Monkey too.
I love Chunky Monkey. I think Chunky Monkey is one of my favorites.
And
banana.
That's like the banana one, right?
Yeah, and Midnight too.
Now I'm hungry honestly, we have moved Ben & Jerry's outside of our rotation because I either get Trader Joe's ice cream or we have like an ice cream store nearby that I'll go to. And I used to be Ben & Jerry's loyal for so long. And
I could go for it tonight.
This is making me miss Ben & Jerry's.
Yeah.
Gotta go back to it.
Gotta go back. Gotta go fast. Sonic the Hedgehog. But I think that you're going to want...
we can both laugh at him for that.
We gotta give her a mini pint. I think that's a funny thing to do.
I think it's funny. She'll think it's cute.
She'll think it's cute.
But she might be a little embarrassed, but she also might know then for the next time.
Here's what
because at 18 you also have to start learning lessons.
Here's what I would do. I get her a mini pint and leave it in there and say, little sticky note for Petunia. No other pints are in the thing. You take your pint of ice cream, you put it in a bag that is frozen pea bag, and you twist it up and just put it at the bottom. So that way, it's just like, oh, I have a Petunia ice cream, but there's no other ice cream in there. So you're not saying like, don't eat the big one. It's just like, oh, there's a little one that's just for her. And you can say like, oh, by the way, I left you a little ice cream.
Yeah, that's a cute idea. Like a little treat.
And if you really want it, if you wanted to, like she is 18, she needs to start learning lessons. Sometimes you have to be embarrassed. I don't have a heart to do this, but you could be like, hey, Petunia, can I talk to you for a second? I totally don't mind you eating the ice cream. Just like leave more than like just a little bit. I wouldn't do that because it's too scary. And she would probably be too sensitive and want to like literally die. And she'll never look at you in the face again.
No, it's like too embarrassing.
Only 18. But, she does have to start learning lessons like I did.
I know. I guess, what's the best way to me, the way you...
But
honestly,
this is the problem.
I think giving the small pint, though, it's the soft
No, you're right. No, it is the soft
because it's being like, you ate all the ice cream last time. Here's a little one for you.
But because
then she'll know she knows I ate the fucking ice cream.
Yeah, but you guys, you know what she's going through. I know she ate a little bit. She puts it back in the freezer and she's like, okay, no more. I can't eat any more for ice cream.
One more bite.
And then she goes,
I'm done.
She watches one more episode. She's like, I just have a little bit of ice cream and then that's it. That's it. And then she's like, okay, maybe she won't notice. Maybe she doesn't even eat this ice cream.
Too. Yeah, I'm sure I did this too.
This poor girl. Oh my God. I'm like traumatized thinking about the night she ate your ice cream.
But that's why I'm literally like, if you give her the little pint, it signals 1, I know you ate this. 2, it's okay. And 3, here's a little ice cream.
You could also just give her a big pint. Seems like she needs it.
No, don't give her the big pint because the big pint, she's just going to think you're replacing the ice cream.
But you could still leave a note that says for Petunia.
No.
Why not?
So
she likes
funny.
ice cream.
Give her the big gallon and the like Neapolitan tub of ice cream.
That's
dessert.
what we grew up. We grew up with Miles and I grew up with our parents getting really cheap ice cream that was in a tub.
God, a big tub.
It had a lid with it was like a pail.
Yeah, it was a pail.
So
you could use that thing at the beach for sand.
It had all the colors.
Yeah,
it was strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla.
Frozen dairy dessert. I think that's got to be our advice. Get Petunia a little bit of cream.
All right. I think that's a good plan.
Thank you very much.
So sweet of you.
Well, do you have any advice for the audience before we let you go?
Ooh.
Stay positive during these hard times right
Absolutely.
now.
Oh my God, we were just saying that.
And I fully agree. The world is dark, but don't look into the eye of Mordor, as they say.
As they say.
Thank you so much for calling, and I hope you have a wonderful shift.
Yeah, thank you so much. And congratulations, you two.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's exciting.
I know, we're super excited.
Okay, bye, puppy.
You have a good day. Bye, puppy.
Bye.
Bye, puppy. I forgot her name was Puppy. That's so cute.
I'll never forget.
I'll never forget Puppy. As long as I live, I'll never forget Puppy. Let's do one more.
Hey, Miles. So I accidentally re-broke my nose while eating pussy too hard, and I really need your help on how to explain the situation to my rugby coach because I was supposed to play in our next few games, and now I don't think I'll be able to. Anyway, would really appreciate a call back. Bye.
Oh my God. She must have really
hard.
been going for it. That is wild.
That's what you get when you have a rugby player go down on you. Oh my God.
That is so funny. And she said re-broke. So it does sound like it's like there already was a fracture there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So it was easy to break. Do you think the first time was from eating
Also
pussy?
from eating pussy. I think the first time was from eating pussy. But I think it's also funny she has to explain it to her rugby coach. Like, I'm not going to be
you know how it goes.
You know how it goes. Hey, it's rugby.
You know when you're getting down there and things are getting scary.
Okay, let's give this person a call back. Hello, you called perfect person, and I'm here to call you back. I'm here with my lovely wife, Sarah Bonsignore, and
Hi.
guess what? We're having a second baby, actually.
Oh my gosh. Congratulations.
Thank
We're
you.
breaking the news to you first before the episode comes out. We need to hear all about how you broke your nose eating pussy. Sarah, what is this person's fake name?
Tussie.
That's going to be confusing because we're going to say a lot of the same words.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Lovey.
Lovey. Okay, Lovey, why don't you tell us what your problem was and how you broke your nose?
Okay, so I initially broke my nose a bit ago in a rugby incident.
Okay.
And so it's been healing. It's been getting better. I'm supposed to return to playing this week. But last night there was a bit of a situation. Maybe somebody sat somewhere that they, in hindsight, shouldn't have sat. And my nose is now askew, and I'm concerned.
Were you lifting her up?
Hang on. So this is somebody you're seeing, or was this a one night stand, or like your girlfriend?
So this is my ex-girlfriend who I've been trying to stay friends with.
Yeah, and how's that going? And how's that going for you?
It wasn't her. It wasn't her.
Oh, it wasn't her. Who was it?
We decided to take some space, and so then this is somebody to just fill the space.
Yeah. Hey, I filled the space for a many.
Yeah, look.
It's good to be a space filler sometimes.
Yeah, right. Sometimes you need a space filler.
Okay, I have a question. So the physics of it, were you lifting her up?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I didn't notice anything wrong during. It was more afterwards where I was like, oh, something happened. I was like laying down and she was sitting.
I see. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you and you didn't notice anything wrong, like you didn't hear a click, but then afterwards you looked and your nose is like clearly broken.
Yeah, like I was really happy initially when I broke my nose because it was pretty straight. And then, like, I kind of woke up in the morning and I was like, oh, it's not.
That's the sound of a good time, by the way.
I would die if I sat on a girl's face and I broke her nose. I would fucking die if I was like, yeah, so I broke this chick's nose from sitting because I sat too hard.
That's so funny.
I don't think she knows.
Yeah, no. Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
Hey, did you know your fucking body broke my nose?
That's really funny. Okay, so got it. Now you have to break the news to your rugby coach because you're on a rugby team. Now you said you have to play in the next couple of games. Are you good on the team?
No, I'm not. So it's really okay. I just like, he's going to ask what happened and I'm not going to know what to say.
It's like, there's so funny to be like, coach, I can't play. And they're like, that's fine. We actually, we're going to be totally okay.
Yeah, essentially. I just like, it's just he is going to ask, and I'm not a good liar, so I feel like I need to be prepared.
You know what? I have two options. Yeah. One, you could go, girls, am I right?
Chicks, right?
Or, which could be many things.
Yeah, it can mean anything. Yeah.
Or you could just go, sorry, I rebroke it.
Yeah, like you could, or you could lie. Like if he's
she's not a good liar, but you don't have to lie. You just said, sorry, you're not giving how. But if he asks how, you can say, I don't even know.
You say, I don't even know.
Because that's not a lie either. You don't know how it happened.
Yeah, you know what you say? Actually, this is sort of a slant lie. It's like a slant rhyme. You go, I was, I was kissing someone. I was kissing. How about this? Not even kissing someone.
Okay, 'cause kissing.
I was kissing.
That's
right.
It is kissing.
It is kissing. So you could go, sorry, I was kissing, and then your coach is like, oh, come on, and you're like, I know, but I broke. That way, it's like it's a little embarrassing. I always say the best lie is almost the truth. It's like it's a little embarrassing. I was kissing and I broke my nose, but whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not the full truth, which is like diving into your sex life in a way.
Yeah, I think if he asks, you go cunnilingus.
That's also funny.
Period.
Cunnilingus, period. Can I go sit down, please? Yeah.
Anything else, sir?
Anything else,
he will
sir?
not say anything else.
Are you
also, it's a rugby team, and he's like, he's gonna.
Are you friends with your coach, by the way?
Not really.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So
we're cool, but we're not close.
Yeah. Then not worth telling him sort of all the deets.
Hey, you could go.
No.
Sometimes that pussy just hits too hard.
Do you think our caller who's just bad at lying is going to say?
She's not lying. She's not lying.
Lovey is not lying one bit. I think that going for like, it was from kissing is like funny and embarrassing enough. I think that's a good one. Or you just say, I broke my nose. Oh, hang on, I'm getting a call. And then you fake a call and then you walk away. So that way it's like, there's no time to
when I'm on the field without my phone.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm getting a call, you run to your car.
Or you could fall. You could fall right in front of him before you talk to him, and you're like, "Oh my god, I just re-broke my nose." I think.
Wait, this is actually huge. I kind of love it. Stage like an incident.
I like the idea of doing it's like, all right, everyone, let's stretch and warm up, and you're like, oh. I think I just broke my fucking nose.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I can play. Have to trip. You have to trip while you guys are like getting in line.
Yeah. Some girl yells from the back. No, it's from eating pussy. Shut up. No, it wasn't.
Oh man.
The other part of my conundrum is that I really I feel like this is so funny and I want to tell people, but I feel like it's not appropriate.
I wouldn't be able to keep that private.
I mean, Sarah's such an open book. She would tell everybody this, but yeah.
I literally was just I called in and then I was like, I actually should probably stop talking about this.
I know. As long as you don't use a name.
And now it's going to be on the internet.
As long as you don't use a name, it's fine. My
it's a fake name.
Question is actually, I'm always worried about sitting on a face if I'm hurting someone.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, I feel like it's like
because I feel never relaxed. I've never fully sat.
Well, I think
I'm sorry. Are you supposed? You're not supposed to fully sat.
I've never sat on anyone's face. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there's still lift involved. There's a little lift.
I know. My legs are sore because I'm I don't want to fully let go.
I just sat on this person's face and boy, are my legs tired.
Tell me, are we supposed to fully sit?
Well, I feel like I'm probably had a worse outcome than most people. And you know what? I'm fine.
No, but,
that's right.
But I'm just wondering.
You need to be worried.
I know.
Exactly
I know I'm being real.
You're wondering, did people?
Because I'm always like, oh, my legs are gonna hurt.
You're wondering, are people going? You're wondering,
can you really
are people
sit?
taking a load off and
Can you really relax?
sitting?
I feel like I'm always like kind of holding tension to make sure I don't like suffocate them.
Yeah, I think that's maybe polite.
But can you just totally sit? Because that sounds awesome. I kind of just want to sit. I want to sit on Miles's face and just like
Jesus. I mean, talk about a nose that's going to get broken. But
Oh my God.
Miles gets a nose job because I broke it. Sitting on it.
I mean, yeah, I think you can tell. I mean, it depends. You can tell your friends, I think. My only thing was, if your friend
I'm
group
worried it's going to get
back,
around.
if it's going to get back to your ex, is that what you're worried about?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fair. I think that's
I also
fair.
have in the past told her to listen to this podcast, but I don't know if she ever decided to.
Okay, well, here's an opportunity.
But it should be okay.
Well, was it good?
Was what good? Oh,
the experience. Yeah.
It was fine, but I missed her.
You missed
it
was
her. Okay.
Oh, I see.
Okay, got it.
I see.
Yeah.
It wasn't just somebody to fill space and you missed your ex.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
I hate that feeling.
I see. It was
like right where you're like in the middle of it, you kind of come to. And you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, don't say you kind of come to.
No. In the middle of hooking up, you're like, I could go home.
Yeah. You're like, actually, I wish I was at home.
But it's like, I'm already here now.
I'm already
here.
Yeah, I'd say, wait, so you and your ex, I mean, talk to me about that. So you guys are taking space apart. Is that because you're like, are you on a break and you're planning to like get back together? Or you're just sort of like, you're seeing what happens?
No, we like broke up
you broke
7
up.
months ago.
Sure. Oh,
but
I see.
we were friends before, and so we were like, we're going to keep being friends. And then I like realized the reason that was like working is because I was just like hurt and upset and keeping it to myself. So I was like, hey, this is actually like pretty hard for me.
Yes.
And she was like, we should probably take some space.
100%.
Yeah.
I say this
I've
with
been on
people.
both sides.
I say this with people all the time that like when you break up, you can't be friends right away. As much as attractive as that sounds, I think it's like when people try to be friends right away, it's like take a couple months, take a little bit of time. Like you have to change the dynamic. So it's always really hard.
Yeah. Some people I can never be friends with again.
No, yeah, sure. Yeah. Cause it's just like, oh, there's too much there. Like, it's too weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, best of luck out there.
Great job, Lovey.
Great job,
This
Lovey.
is amazing.
This
Made
is
my day.
such a funny call. And my advice is, fake it in a training incident gone wrong. And maybe even get one of your friends on the rugby team to like be like, oh, we were like throwing around the ball. And I think that, Lovey broke her nose. Like, the
I
stage
can definitely find an accomplice for that.
There you go. There you go.
I think getting an accomplice for sure. But Lovey, you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you so much for calling me back. Congratulations on the baby.
Oh, yes. Thank you very
much.
much.
Thank you.
All right, bye. That was so funny. Well, Sarah, we have got to get to the final segment, a segment we like to call Get Real.
Okay.
Now, as you know, this is a segment where we force a genuine moment to get in an effort to learn more about each other and ourselves. We find ourselves at the end of the show. We're having another baby.
Yeah.
And that's fun. And I thought I wanted to ask you, like, I don't know, what are you most excited about? Like, I think that it's such a crazy thing to be like, we're doing this thing that takes so much time out of our life. It really has changed. I feel like we're kind of the last year and a half in a lot of ways felt like we were on a ramp. Like, okay, we're taking the plane's taking off. Oh, like G-forces. But now I think we're cruising. Like our life is changed in a lot of ways, in a lot of really great ways. And like, he's really fun. He's like a kid. But what are you excited for the next, part of the cruise?
First, I have to tell you, I farted. I just thought, I just wanted to let you know that I had to come clean in case it got over there. I thought I had to be honest.
Oh my God, Sarah.
I thought I had to be honest.
I just teed you up to say something so emotional, and then you farted.
I farted before you said it, but I was waiting for you to finish the speech to tell you, but I thought I should tell you. Okay. We are gearing up. I just feel like, okay, I'm emotional because we are a little prepared.
Yeah.
Because last time was like a shock. You're like, oh my God, our lives changed. And I feel like we're such a team now with it. And I'm like, okay, the plane is going to go down again and then go back up again, because we're going to have to do the journey again. Right. But I feel like we have our helmets. What are we have so many things, and we got each other even more.
Agreed.
But I'm like, okay, we've done this route before.
We did this once, and like because we did it once, it's not as scary.
And it's gonna be different, of course, and it's gonna be crazier because we have like a crazy toddler running around. But like,
I agree. It's like we're not like opening a door we know nothing. It's like, oh, we did this part before, and like some of it's gonna feel familiar and some of it's gonna feel different. But the fact that I think we had no idea what it was gonna be like.
Yeah.
There's this big pivotal life shift between being like, oh, now we're people that are parents and we have a kid.
Yeah.
And like the way that we interact with life is a little different. The things that we do is a little different. The things that we get and we get to experience for joy and for, difficulty and whatever, and the type of sleep we get is all very different. Now we're there. We're living in that world and we're adding to that. And that's really exciting to me.
And I mean, before I had kids, I always felt bad for people with them because I was like, that looks so hard. And it is hard. And I was you can't even go out at night, watch Losers, and like, I was like, oh, thank God I'm not doing that. And now I'm like, now that I'm on the other side, I'm like, it's also really enjoyable. It's just different.
Oh my God.
But it was a hard transition. I had a hard time transitioning because I'm like, no, I'm the cool party girl. What the fuck? And then now that I'm on the other side, I had a crazy metamorphosis. I'm like, actually, there's like joy on this. And I've not just been like, lying. I'm not lying to myself. Like, I'm like, no, this is just like different type of joy. And I miss it sometimes.
Sure.
But it's different. And I'm like so glad to like just make it crazier with you. And I'm glad I chose you, to be honest.
Oh, I'm so glad I chose you. Yeah. I mean, we have so much fun. I think that's
we have a lot of fun. We spend a lot of time together on this journey. Like if I didn't like you, oh my God.
I think about that all the time. It's a miracle that like we really like spending time with each other. But like that makes it so much fun.
Although you did get mad at me the other day because I said you didn't have good taste in Chinese food. We had an hour long fight.
We did have an argument.
It was like literally an hour long fight.
And I was like, you think I don't know good Chinese?
You were like, you dismissed me.
We were both probably so tired.
You were like, you dismissed my feelings on Chinese food.
You dismissed
I was like,
my Chinese taste.
I'm sorry, but
you dismissed my Chinese food opinion. But yeah, I think I'm like, it's so exciting. And to me, the coolest part is being on the other side and knowing that life has many different, eras. And right now we're in the era where we have young kids. And then we're going to be in an era where we have like young kids that can play in their room by themselves. Yeah. And then we're going to be people that have teenagers. And that's going to be totally different. And I think that's like, what's cool about having kids is there's also little time capsules and microcosms. The thought that was getting me sad the other day was, sad or just forlorn or wistful or whatever, was being like, Julian's only ever going to be this age once, and he's just going to go to a next stage, and then he's going to get older, and he's going to get older, and we can never go back. And I was like, oh, but I really like how he is right now. And it's like, you just have to keep adapting and changing. And it's like, who we're all going to be in 5 years when Julian is 7. And like, this new kid is like 5. Like, it's just going to be so...
This new kid... Fucking new kid
on the block. It's just going to be so interesting.
I know. And I'm really glad to do it with you.
Yeah. I love you.
I love you too. Thanks. Well, and I realized the first episode I ever was on, I was pregnant with Julian.
That's true. Oh my gosh. That's really crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Sarah, what are you working on, or where can people find more Sarah?
You can on Instagram, and I guess still on TikTok.
That's right, at Pizzy Bon.
At Pizzy Bon. Okay, I love you guys. Thanks for listening.
I love you guys. Thanks for listening. If you have a problem that you're not quite sure how to solve, just remember that no matter who you are or where you are, perfection is only a call away.
That was a HeadGum podcast.